Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with selections for Friday, the 10th of June. But first, a quick recap on Thursday's performance. Well, I was a bit disappointed with the non-runner in, was it La Yalak? But we staked £21, or I staked £21 and £13 back. So the last horse, Enderman, I had a very good chance of winning. If that had won, it would have been a clear winning day. But unfortunately, it just came second. So on the day, unfortunately, with a stake of £21, 13 return, so it was a loss of £8. So on to Friday's selections. For so many meetings, I think it's such a poor racing day. I've gone to Goodwood and I'm looking for a particular angle. I know that Mick Shannon and Andrew Baldwin, along with many other trainers, but them two specifically, like a winner at Goodwood. Well, I actually thought I'd have a quick look what they've got, and then if I don't fancy their horses, then I should choose probably another selection from a different race at Goodwood. But I do really like the selections of these, the runners of these trainers. So let's get into it. The first selection is Lady Manyara at 15 to 2 in the 5:15 at Goodwood. Well, first of all, I'm going to contradict myself because I haven't gone for the Mick Shannon horse in this race. I just don't think it's bred well enough. What I have gone for is obviously the Lady Manyara. All its siblings are all sprinters or all precociously bred. They all won, they're pretty much no more than 7 furlong. Well, this horse is well bred. I think it'll be suited by the conditions, which are soft conditions. Carl Burke, the stable, has started really strongly with its 2-year-olds. It's got Pierre-Louis Jamin on board, which I don't know how often he actually rides for the stable. It's an interesting booking. He takes £3 off it. And I just think this horse is owned by Ascot Racing Club. And I'm just thinking that it's going to be an half decent horse. I think it's going to be one of the horses that is ready. Don't get me wrong, Hannon's got one in the race, and obviously he's got a very strong squad anyway, or team. But I do fancy Lady Manyara at 15 to 2, and I think it's got a cracking chance of coming in the first three. I do think it could end up being shorter than this price on the day. That is why I've took the price. The second selection is Virtuosa at 16 to 1 in the 5:49 at Goodwood. This horse is craving soft ground. It's also wanting this extra trip today. It ran over 6.5 furlongs on its debut on heavy ground, came mid-division, but ran a pleasing race. I think it was about 6th of about 15, 16 runners. Never really put in the race. Then it was put over a mile, ran okay on quicker ground, and then, interestingly, dropped back to furlong, to 7 furlongs on soft ground, and ran nothing more than okay. But the last thing it would have wanted is a drop back in distance. It's now been upped in distance. It's got its favoured soft ground, and I've looked through the form of many of the other horses, and they are not bred to go on soft ground, and they haven't really run on soft ground yet either. So I'm pretty sure that a lot of those horses could be flailing with a couple of furlongs to go, and I do expect Virtuosa probably to be slightly better than mid-division and then go and press the leaders, and I think it could really ground them down. I will make this statement now. I do not think this horse will be any bigger than 16 to 1 on the day. Don't get me wrong, if you put your bets on after 9 o'clock, you will get best odds guaranteed anyway, because it isn't an extra place race. So if you can put your bets on later, then by all means do that. But I always put my bet on the night before the race, partly so I can do the video for you guys. But well, when it comes to during the day, I don't have time to put the bet on. So this is why I also put it on. The third selection is Auriferous. I've taken SP on this horse in the 6:24 at Goodwood, paying 4 plays instead of 3. This horse has been dropped back in distance after possibly not quite staying the trip over 2 mile, 2.5 furlong at Chester. also possibly not liking the track. I do think it shouldn't be out the first 3 or 4 in this race throughout, and I do think it will, like the other Andrew Baldwin horse, it will just grind them down. And the final selection is the Mick Shannon horse. Whistledown at SP in the 6:59 at Goodwood, paying 4 places instead of 3. Well, this is not really a fashionable horse, really, because it's been around a bit of a while. It's had quite a few runs, but also the booking of Rose Doors, it's not really one of the fancy bookings, jockey bookings. That's why I think you will get a bigger price than what it is now. That's why I've taken SP. I think it's got a cracking chance, and I think it's been messed around a little bit, and I do think conditions are to suit. It has ran on soft ground and ran well on it so many times. The only time it ran at Goodwood was in a much better race than this, where it was prominent then weakened. I can forgive that because that was a Class 2 race that day. It's nowhere near that today, and I think it's got a cracking chance. So those are the selections for Friday. So it's a 50 pence each way, lucky 15 on those selections. If you want a cash out option, you will have to take the price. So if you can put your bet on after 9 o'clock, put your bet on, you will get best odds guaranteed on the non-extra place races. And you will also have a cash out option. Sorry, I forgot what I was going to say then. So, if you like this video, please give it a like. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. It really helps. Fingers crossed. The very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.